Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We'll be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the week ahead. Get some insight with some guidance. Overall, see what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me actually a second. Okay, I gotta put my phone on Do Not Disturb so we don't get interrupted. Alright, so sorry about that. Hope that wasn't loud. Alright, Taurus. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 7 days. What do my Taurians need to hear? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for the week ahead? What my Taurians can expect for this upcoming week? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 7 days. Alright. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 7 days. We have the Scorpion coming out. That came out in Aries read yesterday. And the Rabbit. Okay. Just give me one more for Aries for this. Oh, not Aries. See, it's because it came out in Aries read, and so I was really thinking about that for a second. Taurus. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Thank you very much. The Dragonfly. Okay. You may also have a decision to make. We'll talk about that. Stingray at the bottom. So we have fire, earth, and air energy coming out. There is something that's on your mind. It's quite bothering you this week. And whatever this is, I do think like it's in your mind. It's in your head. You're thinking about a situation. It's on your mind. You feel very restless, feeling a little bit anxious. You might be having a bit of sleepless nights or tossing and turning, or maybe you're just getting a really shitty sleep. Meanwhile, there's like some things on your mind, some situations you're stewing on, people who maybe have rubbed you the wrong way or have hurt you, or maybe there's new energy coming in and you're fearful of them doing the same thing that you experienced in the past. There's a lot going on in your mind, okay? There's a lot of restless energy, and you might even be feeling a little paranoid this week, okay? We'll figure out why, but I'm kind of picking up on like this 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords energy coming through from the Rabbit and the not Stingray, sorry, that was at the bottom, the Scorpion. Some of you may have Scorpio placements in your chart. Scorpio is your counterpart, and actually as I'm filming this, the moon is in Scorpio, so you might find that at the beginning of this week you might be feeling very like anxious, a little bit paranoid, really in your head, possibly even thinking like worst case scenario about a situation. But what you need to keep in mind for the week is to be very aware of your mindset, okay? The Dragonfly coming out, this is your perception, this is your thinking, these are your thoughts, this is how your thoughts turn into reality, right? Our thoughts shape our life. Our thoughts, the things we tell ourselves, shape the life that we live, what we attract, who we surround ourselves with, what we invest and ingest in our lives, right? So with the Dragonfly coming out here, right now, your vision might be feeling a little bit fuzzy, a little bit unclear. There's a lot of uncertainty in the air. There's a lot going on in this crazy ass world, and it can feel overwhelming at times. And I definitely am picking up on that energy, Taurus, that this week you're feeling a little overwhelmed. It's going to be all right though, okay? You're needing to take a moment to really sit and reflect and change your perspective, okay? There's another way that you can view this situation, or whatever it is that you're dealing with, Taurus, this week, whatever comes up. There is another way you can view this. There's something that you're just not quite seeing yet. I'm also feeling like 4 of Cups energy, just like something that you're not realizing. You could be focusing on what you don't have rather than what you do have and are blessed with, focusing a lot on lack. And so just keep in mind, like I said, what you think about, you bring about. And so if you're focusing on lack, if you're focusing on what you don't have and how you're not at a certain place in your life, or you don't have this yet, or you don't have that job or that relationship or that whatever, you have to stop and you got to turn your focus into what you do have and focus on appreciation, focus on gratitude this week, okay? Try to retrain your thoughts. I know that's hard, but this is the best thing that you can do for yourself as you're in this energy, is try to just practicing gratitude, okay? This too shall pass. Let's pull some cards. Let's see what's on your mind. Let's see what you are feeling so anxious about, what you're feeling so like overwhelmed with. Take a deep breath, Taurus. It's gonna be all right, okay? Feels very just anxious, restless, antsy. Gotta get grounded. I feel like you guys really need to get rooted this week. Yeah, there's just like a lot of moving pieces to the puzzle. Left, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit at the bottom. All right, messages for Taurus for the next 7 days. Messages for Taurus, please. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, the next 7 days. What messages do my Taurians need to hear? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week? We have the Seven of Wands. See more of that restless and defensive energy. 8 of Cups. So you could be leaving something behind or walking away from something. You really are standing firmly on your boundaries. Yeah. All right. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords reversed. Love to see that. 4 of Swords, the Ace of Cups reversed, and the Page of Wands reversed. We do have Piscean energy coming out here. Some air, some water. So it definitely looks like you're leaving something behind or you're walking away from something. Now, maybe that's why you're feeling so overwhelmed. You're really in your head. You have a decision to make, right? Which I was talking about that with the Stingray at the bottom of the Animal Spirit deck. Now, the Stingray talks about making a choice between where you are currently, your comfort zone with what you know, versus the unknown, versus the uncomfortable, versus that, like stepping out of your comfort zone. And there's discomfort, right? Because we don't know, there's lack of uncertainty, lack of control. And so you might be put in a situation, Taurus, where you're going to have to make a choice between, like, I swear I've said this to you guys in the past, the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. So you have a choice to make, Taurus. And there's a little bit of hesitation. There's a little bit of like restlessness, but it does seem like by the end of this week, it does calm down. 8 of Swords reversed with the 4 of Swords. So you guys actually finding time to get grounded, time to calm your mind, time to get rest, retreat, and recalibrate. All right. So I do like to see that, but it does look like you're turning something down. Ace of Cups reversed with the Page of Wands reversed. I'm feeling rejection. Like you are rejecting something or you are turning away from something that you know doesn't suit you. You know it doesn't serve you. This could be a relationship of some sort. For some, romance. For some, this could be relating to your career or some sort of business partnership. Whatever this case, it looks like you're turning something down. You're walking away from something that you know your worth, you know your value here. 7 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. You're very stern with that, and you're not going to just throw away all the work that you've invested in yourself to let this situation go on any longer. Like, does that make sense? Like, you're really standing your ground this week, and there's moments where you doubt yourself, there's moments where you get fearful, there's moments where you kind of feel uncomfortable, but I feel like your stinger is up, which is really interesting with the Scorpio energy. Like, I feel like you're on defense mode. Something feels off. Something's like, there's a reason why you're feeling this way, and you need to pay attention to this, Taurus. So if someone is making you feel on edge or something feels off, something feels shady, please trust your instincts, trust your intuition. We have the high priestess out here, Piscean energy, which we're now officially in Pisces season, so really fitting. Intuition is going to be on point. There's a lot going on in the underworld, behind the scenes, and your intuition can sense that. Your intuition can sense that there are changes going on that you just can't seem to describe or quite put your finger on it, or like even just the gut feelings you have about certain situations, certain individuals. You have this sense of knowing. You may not have the evidence to actually physically prove what it is that you're feeling, but deep down there is this gut feeling you cannot shake. And so you really need to pay attention to that, Taurus. You really need to pay attention to that. Don't let anybody try to convince you that you're crazy or that you're delusional or that you're paranoid. See, like, that's what I was saying at the beginning with the rabbit and the scorpion. I was like, you could be feeling paranoid, but there's a reason why you're feeling this way, Taurus. There's a reason why something doesn't feel right, and you need to pay attention to that. Okay? Okay. So, let's break this down. Let's do some clarifying. You do have some choices to make. You might be leaving something behind or rejecting something. You're really needing to get grounded. Get your foot centered on the ground. Okay, know your worth, know your values, stand true to your values for sure. But there's like, it's so, you guys, I just got chills. I just got the chills. So in the Two of Swords, we have the moon in this card. Same with the Eight of Cups. The moon is in this card. Nine of Wands actually has Mars. And then in the High Priestess, we have that moon energy at the very top. So there's like a lot of like lunar, illumination, secrets, uncertainty, intuition, those kinds of energies that you're dealing with this week. So just keep that in mind. Let's do some clarifying. Let's get some more detail because I'm very curious. So let's take a look into this decision, or yeah, all right, let's take a look into this Two of Swords. What are you needing to like choose, or what's this choice about? What has you kind of feeling a little bit indecisive? You might also have to make a head over heart decision, right? Or more of a logic-based decision rather than an emotional one. Like, obviously use your intuition, but don't let your heart, like, your emotions. If, like, let's just say that this is a relationship you're in and you have love for the person, but you know they're not good for you, you kind of have to make a head over heart decision and do what you gotta do. Something like that, you know? That's just an example. Tell me about this Two of Swords for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week. Tell me this decision for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Two of Swords for Taurus for the week ahead. What is this choice about? Can you give me some insight? Thank you. We have Ten of Pentacles reverse, Two of Swords for Taurus, along with the Six of Cups. Two of Swords for Taurus, the Star, and the Ace of Swords. You've gotten clarity on a situation here. We have the Hierophant, King of Cups, and Death at the bottom of the deck. There's your energy coming through here with the Hierophant, Taurian energy. Remember what you learned. Know and trust your own intuition, your wisdom, even your faith, okay? We have Aquarius energy out here with the Star. So, Ten of Pentacles reversed to the Six of Cups, what is interesting in this Six of Cups in this deck is that they are like walking away. They're actually leaving behind the past, right? The Six of Cups is the card of like bringing up the past and past memories, reminiscing. And then the fact that this came out next to the Ten of Pentacles reverse, the Ten of Pentacles reverse is talking about some sort of foundation, partnership, relationship, something that was not solid in your life, something that was not stable, not grounded, not secure, you know. So you are making the decision. You have a choice to stay or to go. I am honestly picking up on this energy, Taurus, that you're leaving this behind. Whatever this is in your life that is not stable, or like, let's just say, let's go back to this partnership, right? Or I was picking up on energy of rejection, right? You might be turning something down or ending something, a relationship or partnership in your life, because the foundation isn't there, the trust isn't there, the loyalty isn't there, and you can't have a relationship of any kind without trust, right? And so I'm picking up on the energy that you've gotten clarity here. Ace of Swords, new perspective there. That ties in with that dragonfly energy. So now you see things exactly as they are. You have crystal clear vision. You're no longer doubting yourself. You're no longer feeling confused. You're no longer feeling restless or anxious or in your head. You know exactly what you need to do. And what is also going to take you to your wishes, your dreams, your hopes and desires for the future. And you recognize that that's not where you are currently. You're recognizing that this does not suit your needs. This does not suit the lifestyle that you envision for yourself, that you want for yourself. So you want to achieve this goal, this wish, this dream, this desire of whatever you're wanting to have in your life. You have to cut something out. You have to leave something behind. Ace of Swords, you got to take that blade. You got to cut whatever this is out. She's walking away from the past. And even if you look at the cups, they're spilling water, right? They're spilling. There's nothing left. And that's the energy of that Ace of Cups reverse, right? The cup is empty, or the cup is spilling. The cup is being drained. You may be in a situation where you feel like it is just draining you. And that's not good. right? That is not good for you, your mental well-being, your health, but especially mentally and emotionally. It's just like, you gotta go, right? So then that's why we have the Eight of Cups. You're making the decision to walk away. I'm not going to clarify this Eight of Cups because it's just straight to the point. You're walking away from whatever this is. You're standing true to your boundaries, and I'm glad. I'm fucking glad. Let's take a look into the High Priestess and see what your intuition is telling you, okay? Your intuition is telling you to leave. You know, if you got that gut feeling like, I gotta go, you better pay attention to that, Taurus. Talk about the High Priestess for Taurus for this week ahead. The deck really doesn't want to shuffle anymore, so... Alright, about the High Priestess for Taurus for the week ahead, the next 7 days. We have the Nine of Wands. In this deck, man, double confirmation, by the way, they are removing. You see, she's got this blade. They, she, he, I don't give a shit. They have a blade and they are removing things from their life that just have served their purpose. There's nothing left to give. There's nothing left. There's no more room. This must go. This must go, Taurus. And you know that. And that's what your intuition's telling you. And you've had this feeling for a while. And so now it's time to take the action to follow through and remove whatever this is. Time the High Priestess for Taurus for the next 7 days. I feel like you'll be at peace. You'll be so much more calm, relaxed, at peace, less anxious once you remove this from your life. Yeah, Four of Wands. Nice, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me one more for the High Priestess, the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, Justice, and the Five of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the World, and Judgment. Yeah, major lesson learned here. You're making the judgment call to end something once and for all. World energy cycle is being completed. There is the energy at first, before you cut cords, before you close that door, before you cut things off, end things, whatever you're doing. There is a little bit of that energy, feeling restless, that energy where I was saying how you might be feeling like, maybe I'm just paranoid, maybe I'm just overthinking my action, maybe I should just stay, maybe I'm just overreacting, you know, almost like you're gaslighting yourself. Taurus, you gotta stop that. But yeah, like there's this energy where you're really in your head and feeling even guilty or feeling just very puzzled and confused. But then you get your balance back. You remember your worth. You remember who the fuck you are, what you deserve here. And so now it's like, okay, you know what? There's no turning back. I can't back down. I have to stay true to what I'm being called to do. I'm being called to cut this out of my life because I will have so much more peace. We go from the Nine of Wands to the Four of Wands. So you're removing something. You're dropping something, Taurus. And I also am picking up on the energy with the King of Pentacles. You got to protect your energy. Just notice how he's holding his chest and there are these like little vines trying to get him, trying to pull him back in, trying to reel him back in. That could be energy that you're dealing with. Even just like energy vampires or just like people in your life who are very like negative and just draining to be around, you know? And so you really got to be careful of who you're giving your time and energy to. If it's not adding to your pockets, your happiness, you got to let it go. Or like do something about it, you know? Give less of your energy and protect yourself, kind of like that. And yeah. All right, Taurus. So I feel like, you know, you'll get through this. This is just a phase, especially since we had the moon show up in these cards like many times. It's indicating that this is just like a phase. It'll pass and like you'll just be at peace. Once you remove this from your life, you'll be at peace. You'll feel so much better. You'll feel so much calmer. That's when you know you made the right choice. That's when you know you made the right decision. When you feel a weight off your chest after walking away or leaving something behind, like that is when you know you did the right thing. And if that's what your intuition is telling you to do, Taurus, then you better pay attention to it, okay? So Taurus, I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope that you found this helpful and insightful. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you want to follow me over on my other social media, I do have Instagram and TikTok, both at Jadestone Tarot, so you can find me over there. And I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.